Welcome back. So, who really benefits if DJI is forced out of the US? Something much bigger may be happening in the drone industry right now. And the truth is, I think a lot of drone pilots already see the bigger picture. They understand this is no longer just about flying a drone or buying a camera here in the US. This conversation has expanded into something a lot larger. Technology, national security, government regulation, global competition, and the future of an entire industry. So for years, DJI, as we all know, has dominated the consumer drone market here in the US. Whether you're a hobby pilot, a photographer, real estate professional, content creator, maybe a part-time 107 operator, DJI has become the company almost everyone knows. And there's a reason for that. They make really good products. But now DJI is at the center of a much bigger debate happening around technology, politics, and the role government should play in shaping the future of these markets. And recently, the conversation became even more interesting with XTRA pausing early access reservations for their Muse 2 Pro, the camera, stating they cannot confirm a reliable launch timeline at this stage. XTRA says the product has not been canceled. But given everything happening in the drone industry right now, people are naturally asking the question. And today I want to ask what I think is the most important question in this entire debate. If DJI is ultimately forced out of the US markets, who really benefits? As you know, DJI has changed the drone industry. Before we get into politics and regulations, we need to acknowledge something important. DJI actually changed the drone industry forever. They took technology that was once expensive, complicated, and mostly limited to professionals, and they brought it to the everyday consumer. 10 years ago, capturing a high-quality aerial footage required really expensive equipment and a much higher level of expertise. Today, someone can buy a DJI drone, walk outside, and capture really great footage within minutes. And that's pretty impressive. Now, whether someone loves DJI or if you dislike them, it's hard to deny the impact that they've had on the industry. But when one company becomes the dominant player in a technology market, governments start paying attention. And when the company is based in China, the conversation becomes even more complicated. So we have the national security argument. Let's talk about the argument behind the increased regulation. The United States government has legitimate concerns when it comes to foreign technology that collects data, uses cameras, communicates wirelessly, and operates in sensitive environments. I get that. And this is not unique to drones. This discussion has been happening, let's be honest, for years across multiple industries. We've seen this in telecommunications equipment, semiconductor manufacturing, artificial intelligence, cloud-based technology, critical supply chains. You get the idea. Drones are simply the latest technology caught up in the middle of all this. The argument is this is about protecting national security and reducing dependence on foreign technology. And many people agree with that position. But here's where the debate gets complicated. The question becomes, when government decisions change a market, who benefits from those changes? Because every time an industry shifts, there's a very clear or many very clear winners, and there are many very clear losers. If DJI products become harder to access in the United States, obviously opportunities are created elsewhere. Opportunities for American drone manufacturers, alternative camera companies, new technology startups, companies developing competitive platforms. And that's how markets work. But consumers also have a legitimate question. Are we creating a stronger and more competitive industry, or are we simply reducing consumer choices? Because those are two very different outcomes. Let's talk about the XTRA Muse 2 Pro situation. Recently, XTRA announced that it was pausing the early bird reservation program for the Muse 2 Pro. So the company stated that it cannot confirm a reliable launch timeline at this stage, and eligible reservations will be refunded. So XTRA has also stated that the product has not been officially canceled. Now we need to be very clear here. We do not know the exact reason behind this decision. So it could be many of these. It could be manufacturing challenges, supply chain issues, business decisions, regulatory concerns. That's clearly my take on the matter, or something else entirely. But the timing has definitely gotten people's attention. So the question is why? Because this is happening during a period of increased scrutiny surrounding DJI related technologies. And when major events happen around the same time, people naturally start connecting the dots. So is this about security or is it about something bigger? This is where the debate becomes interesting. On one side, you have that national security has to come first. And here's the concern. The government has a responsibility to act. And of course, that's a legitimate argument. The other side says, whenever government reshapes an industry, we need to ask who benefits from those changes. And that's also a very legitimate question because history shows us when governments influence technology markets, industries change. Companies rise, companies fall. Consumers gain some things, consumers lose some things. Now, of course, there are some individuals who profit greatly as well. And there are also those who lose a ton of money. So here's my thoughts. Here's where I stand right now. I believe that national security concerns should be taken seriously. I don't think every government action involving foreign technology is automatically political or motivated by money. There are real issues involving data security and global competition, but I also believe consumers deserve transparency. If a technology is restricted, people should understand exactly why. If a company loses access to a market, people should understand the evidence behind the decision. And if other companies or individuals benefit from those changes, we consumers deserve to understand that too. Because the future of technology should not simply be determined by eliminating competition and benefiting those in a position of power and influence. Products should still have to compete in the market for consumers' hard-earned money. Innovation should still matter and be a large portion of this total equation. And consumers should still have choices in where they spend their money. Okay, let's talk about the bigger picture. The reality is this situation did not start with DJI, and it probably will not end with DJI. This is just part of a much bigger conversation. Countries around the world are competing for leadership in artificial intelligence, semiconductors, robotics, communications, autonomous systems, you get the idea. And drones are now a part of that bigger conversation. So the question is not simply should DJI be allowed? The bigger question is who gets to decide which technologies succeed here in the US? Is it consumers? Is it companies competing in the marketplace? Or is it governments deciding which technologies are acceptable? Because once government begins reshaping technology markets, the effects go far beyond one company or one product. They affect all of us. So my question to everyone is this: do you believe the DJI situation is primarily out of national security and protecting the US? Or do you think economic competition, politics, business interests, and personal or family wealth are also playing a large role in all of this? And more importantly, do you think these changes will ultimately give consumers better technology, or do you think we as consumers ultimately end up with fewer choices? So let me know where you stand on this topic. I really am interested because this conversation is much bigger than just DJI or drones or XTRA. And before I go, just know I don't like to get into politics on this channel. I try to keep things positive, low-key, but informative. So with that being said, if you have an opinion on the topic, I value what you have to say. Just keep it civil in the comments and respect others' opinions as well. Coming at this, everyone's coming at this from a different perspective. That's it for me. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care and enjoy the rest of your summer. And don't forget to drop a like if you got any value out of this video. See you later.